Okay, going on like attempt number 4 to get us through the second example. I apologize, it's going to be broken up into 2 videos, having space issues on my phone. So, second example, there are 3 sides, no angles. This is the reason we can't use law of sines. I'm just chose to find angle A first, and like I was saying, if you need to find angle A, then this is the law of cosines you need to use. If you want to find angle B, then you use this one. Angle C, you use this one. So I wrote down the formula for law of cosines, and then I started filling in. So A was 11 squared. Quinn, you have to be quiet. B is 17 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 17 times 10 times the cosine of A. And so 11 squared is 121. And calculator. And the 17 squared is 289. So I just evaluate what I know. 289 plus 100. And then these things you have to understand are all being multiplied together. So we can multiply 2 times 17 times 10 and get negative 340 or minus 340 times the cosine of A. So I'll have, most common mistake is students try to put all of these numbers together, but they're not like with this one. These two are like, we can put those together, but this is not like, it has a cosine being multiplied with it, cosine of angle A. Therefore, if they're not like, we can't put them together. So 289 and 100 is 389, bringing down 121, 389 minus 340 cosine A. So when you have all 3 sides, this is definitely the harder process to go through. You have to work to get your angle A alone. And so these 2 things are being subtracted. I'm going to subtract over the 389. I'm moving everything away from the cosine of A. 389. So 121 minus 389. I'm getting negative 268. Negative 268 equals negative 340 cosine A, and then I'm going to divide the negative because these are being multiplied. I'm going to divide that negative 340. Divide the negative 340. A negative divided by a negative becomes a positive. And so I get cosine of angle A equals, I'm just going to leave it as 268 over 340, although I know that can be reduced. I am going to, Quinn, you need to stop. I'm going to cosine inverse both sides to get my angle A. So cosine inverse both sides to figure out that angle A is the following.
Mom, I'm making it dark.
You sure are, buddy. Cosine inverse alpha y equals 268 over 340. And then I am going to get the angle. Again, rounding to the tenths, I have to round up, so this is going to be 38 degrees. 38 degrees for angle A. And then again, now I have angle A and I have side A. So to me, that is a clear saying of I have an angle, I have its side. I am going to use law of sines to find one of the other angles. I'm just going to go angle B. So now I only have to use law of cosines once. I'm going to set up sine of 38 degrees, which is angle A over 11, and then sine of angle B over 17. So I've made a decision on my own to find angle B, setting up law of sines, which we learned yesterday. 17 sine 38 equals 11 sine of B. Dividing by 11 and taking the inverse. So dividing by 11 and then taking the sine inverse, squeezing this all in one step, and I typically would show it in one. Then if I sine inverse, that's going to give me angle B. And so going to my calculator, second sine alpha y equals, and I have 17 sine of 38 over 11. and I close and I find that angle B is 72.1 degrees. So now I have angle A, angle B. Again, I could set up another law of sines. I could do another law of cosines to find the other angle, but to me it makes sense, again, like I said before above, just to find angle C, using that the sum of three angles in a triangle is going to be 180. So I have 38 for angle A, 72.1 for B. I don't know C, and I know that they all equal 180. The sum is 180. So 38 and 72.1 is 110.1 plus C equals 180. 180 minus the 110.1 is angle C is 69.9 degrees. Again, we're in degrees, so you want to make sure your mode on your calculator is in degrees. Given three sides, we found all three angles. That is how we know we're done. Have a great spring break, everyone, and we'll see if we're back to this in a few weeks or if we're back in the classroom. Bye, guys.